Yo, yo, welcome to the No Limit Podcast, also known as the Float Down the River on a Logcast, here with the hardest piece of wood in the jungle, any bull, and Full Metal Mayhem, No Limit Eddie, what up?
What's up, dude? Killer
We're back
intro.
on a great one.
Dude, killer intro.
The Float Down a River on a Logcast.
Where
are you going to get that?
We are back. Thanks for having us back. Welcome back. Feels great to be back. Now, last week was the first time we ever didn't drop a podcast and never said anything about it.
No, I like that, though, because I have tried to not drop one and say nothing about it, but I feel like you like to let the fans know. You got your heart attached to the fans.
I like to have transparency. I want them to know that I'm thinking of them. You know what I mean? They're thinking of us. I'm thinking of you guys. That's just the way it should go.
You think they are? I feel like sometimes they need a break.
Now, I'll say this.
Let me just say this.
No, let me just say this. Last week, I'm historical for always saying I never want to miss an episode of the podcast. I hate when I miss a week. I hate when we miss a week, which doesn't happen often, by the way. We've been at it it's about to be 2 years.
Yeah, yo, season 3 has actually legitimately gone on forever. I was thinking we got to talk about that.
Because we started what, October 2020?
Do we want to end season 3 on episode 100? Because we said season 3 was just going to go forever. Now it's 50 episodes in.
No, it's just going forever.
It just keeps going.
Yeah, it's always season 3. But, and then, I feel like that'll actually be popping. Because, when this podcast takes off, and it's they're in season 3 and they got 500,000 views. That's dope. Let's see what they're all about. Really, we got 9,000 episodes. We're 47. But last week was the first time I missed a week where I was I needed to miss that week.
Yeah.
I needed a week off.
Sometimes
I've been so down. So I needed to just go through
depression beards, both of us going.
Yeah, depression beards going. Mine's actually I gotta shave. I gotta shave. My face is gross. I'm a hairy dude. What can I say? You know what I mean?
Hairiest dude in the hairiest mood.
Hairiest dude. But yeah, I enjoyed skipping last week just for the sole reason that I needed a break to get my mind right, and now I feel like I'm back with full balls, ready, back with a vengeance. I'm ready to rock.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Some of the topics I was reading from your phone earlier.
That was all this morning.
They got my juices.
I woke up at 7:30, hit the air conditioner, and I was just like, you know what? I'm going balls in. So I loading them up. We
are going to get into some of those topics for real today. The one I really like, it's about monkeypox. Stay tuned. I know you're all dire to hear that. Dire?
Especially if you got it.
Dying?
I
was going to say dying and eager. I went with
Dude,
dire.
if you had monkeypox, you're definitely Googling anything about monkeypox just to see other people with your condition.
If you had if anybody gets any type of bump on their body, they're going to be schizzing for a while.
Bro, I had a psoriasis outbreak on my face.
You were nervous.
And I was like, what the fuck is that? Who gave me monkeypox? Yeah, I've been pissed.
But I want to start you off with a little impromptu story from me today.
I didn't see you last week.
I've been good. I needed a week off last week, too. I probably needed a week off for the last couple weeks, but we just kept pushing through it.
That's neither here nor there.
Yeah. Yeah, I felt like, just, it was good to get that little break.
You got to regenerate.
So I want to start you off. Other than needing that week off, I've been great.
Well, I want to start you off. Last summer we actually did take 2 weeks off, but we announced it.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say too. I think No Limit, we're just starting to realize now that we are 2 years in that the summertime for us is going to be
it's just
a lax time.
Yeah.
I feel like we go harder in the spring and the fall.
And the winter?
In the winter. The winter too, but peak summer, we like to chill and relax.
Yeah. For sure.
I feel that.
It's also just so fucking hot.
I feel like that'll
shit.
probably be the way it is going forward. As the years pass, we'll figure out all right, in the summer we're gonna relax a little bit, and this is how we're gonna do it.
Yeah, we're doing shit. We're outside.
Yeah,
we outside
with it. We will be outside with some video. Wait till we do the interview video, bro. That we got planned.
It's gonna be over.
It's gonna be over.
It's gonna be over. Now I want to hear about this story.
So yeah, I'm gonna bring you. You want to know how I've been? I'm gonna bring you all the way up to very last night. Now I had one of the weirdest dreams I ever had, bro. And I wanted to save it for pure entertainment reaction from you on the podcast today. I had a dream. I'm laying... when you lay like this? You ever have your arm go to sleep?
Yeah.
When you lay like that?
Yeah.
Well, recently, it's been happening to me often, and I have had a little injury from the gym, in my trap and upper back, and my arms have been, tingling, whether it's a nerve problem or lack of circulation. It could be too. I think it's more circulation, especially when you're sleeping. when you have your arm up under the pillow, that's a circulation thing. That's not really a nerve thing, because you can have like tingling in your fingers from like messing up a nerve in your elbow. But when you're sleeping, it's definitely because of like circulation things. And you know, I'm a schizo. They also say when your left arm starts tingling and shit, it could be a sign of a heart attack.
Yeah.
So I'll be laying there fried and my fucking arm's cutting off circulation and it starts tingling and I'm like, fuck, am I going to have a heart attack? But anyway, this all culminates, all these feelings culminate in me last night having a dream. I'm sleeping like this. And you know when sometimes like you got to go to the bathroom, right? So in your dream, you'll like go up to a urinal or something and you'll be about to take a piss and then you'll be like, oh shit, I got to piss in real life, and you'll wake up.
Wait, this is a side tangent. I'm not the only one who felt like this, but when I was a kid, it felt so good to piss the bed.
Oh yeah.
Because
That's where it,
oh. Like you were getting sucked off when you were fucking 2.
that's so true, dude.
Yeah, it felt amazing.
And that's where it all stems from. Because when you were like 5, 6 years old and you pissed the bed, that would be your dream.
Yeah.
Like you're running up somewhere to piss, but you just do it. You don't wake up and go to the bathroom. You just do it.
And it feels awesome.
It's like the best you've ever felt.
Yeah.
It's so true, dude. It really is.
But so
But
what happened in this dream?
so I'm in the dream, right? And I don't know exactly what the leading up events were, but I was sleeping like this. And I only know because that's how I woke up. I had a dream that
I had a dream.
it equates with the piss thing because it was really going on in real life. I had a dream that in my dream, my arm was going numb like it was in real life. Like it was getting the tingles. Mm-hmm. But remember I said about the schizo thing. So in the dream, I was thinking that I was going to have a heart attack in the dream because my arm was going numb. My arm was so numb, bro, in the dream, like I really felt it, that an ambulance came and picked me up in the dream and like put me in the ambulance. And that forced me to wake up because I was so scared.
What would you do if you woke up and there was just red light shining out your window?
Dude, oh my God. Not even thinking about that. That's crazy. Yeah, that would have been nuts if it was real.
That's crazy.
Bro,
It woke you up like it was that. It's funny how dreams can be that real.
Dude, and I wake up and my arm, bro, I've never felt it like this. Like I really thought like something might be wrong. Like my right arm was a straight up stone. Like it was so hard.
Is that like one of the ones like turn over and it's just fucking just dead?
Dude,
you know what I mean?
Bro, it was something else. Like it had passed the point of tingling and my arm literally just felt like a rock. Like,
yeah.
I didn't know what. I was like, yo, is this gonna go away? Like I woke up and started moving my arm, and you know sometimes you think it goes away and then all of a sudden it like resets in.
Yeah.
That happened and it was so tingly, and I just like kept shaking my arm and eventually it went away. But it was the most insane dream I ever had.
At what point, like at what time frame would you start panicking that it was gonna go away? Like after how many minutes?
Yeah, I was starting to plan that. If in like 5 minutes it wasn't gone,
yeah,
I was gonna be like,
if it hit like 10 minutes, you'd be
Wake up.
shitting, bro. On Google, all over Google.
Nah, I feel like if it was a serious problem, then 10 minutes would go by and you would be like, something would happen to you.
If you die or something?
Not die, but you might actually have a heart attack.
What if your arms had to be amputated? Like your arm just died. Like you just killed your arm in your sleep.
Like how do you have bad circulation? Like what causes that? I need to figure out like what I can do.
I don't know. All I know is that
I do a lot of cardio.
If you Google it,
for real,
you're gonna get so many answers that you don't want to see.
Nah,
yeah. And none of them are gonna be true anyway.
I learned to stop Googling shit a long time ago.
Yeah, you have to stop. You have to stay off Google.
Dude, I think
with it.
I think that was a decent story by me, but I feel like we really hit like on some gold when you talked about how great the feeling of piss in the bed is.
Dude, it's like one of those things that I
bet it would feel
just
just as good now.
That's what I'm saying. I would love to just do it. But you know what I mean? Just really just fucking just sit there. But then again, like, do I just know better? And maybe it wouldn't be so good because I would have so much guilt over it in the moment. I wouldn't be able to really enjoy myself.
Maybe that's why people who piss the bed into adulthood like can't get over it. Maybe they actually just love it so much.
Well, we got a friend who pisses the bed as an adult pretty often. Maybe we should ask him to see.
Maybe
he
just loves it.
That'd be interesting after all this time. We approached him with it, and he was just like, you know what? I do just love it. I actually just enjoy it. Feels good. Still feels good.
He's at fucking AA. He's like, my name's, and I can't stop pissing the bed because I fucking love it.
No, when he's a kid, like you're pissing the bed and like it feels so good and your parents start telling you to stop and he's like, I ain't fucking stopping. Fuck her. She can keep watching these sheets. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe that's why people tell you to stop pissing in bed. Maybe it's not really so frowned upon overall in life. You know what I mean? But maybe in society we're like, you can't piss in bed, it's disgusting. But really maybe it's a beautiful thing.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Let me grab his coffee real quick.
Cough break? Speaking of coffee, I don't know if I said this in the podcast, but I haven't drank coffee in like 2 months. I'm pretty proud of that.
Yeah, you got to be a slave to nothing.
Slave to nothing.
Slave to nothing. And what I mean by that is that, you know, on a grander scale, you can think about like, I guess your jobs and shit and what you do on a daily basis, but also substances. Like, you can do whatever ones you want, like coffee, you smoke weed, you do whatever. You could fucking smoke crystal meth, as long as you could wake up on any given day and just say, nah, I ain't doing that today. And you don't owe anything to it. You're not tied to it in any way. Anything you do, you can just stop cold turkey. You're mentally strong enough to do that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a great way to live.
And you know what? I was like, I've been drinking coffee since I was like, I don't know, dude, 16, I'd say probably, like in the morning. And it's funny, like people say, I'm nothing without my coffee. I need my coffee. Like, you just don't. You really don't. Unless I have something that you don't, which I don't believe. I feel like I don't have some trait that you don't have. I don't have some like innate ability to kick habits that you don't have. Like, I'm a normal person. You know what I mean? I feel like if I do it, you can easily just as do it.
That energy will pick up somehow.
You know what?
You'll eventually get it.
You know what I mean? Oh, it just seems weird to be like, no, I absolutely can't stop having this cup.
Yeah.
Seems kind of weak.
Can't kick the cup of coffee.
Seems kind of weak to me.
So how you been other than that, though? I feel like you've had like life events happen recently.
I've been better, dude.
You're on Be Real now.
I'm on Be Real, dude. Yeah, like I don't know how this has happened. I'm like TikTok famous. Know what actually like not annoyed me about the TikTok at all, but like what it's like we put out so much content for something like just my picture.
Yeah,
got 700,000 views. Right. Just a picture.
A couple pictures of you. It
was two.
There was a little, there was a little craftsmanship to the
video.
Right,
she was like she filmed her part and then posted, and she also was in the pictures, but like her picture's smaller. So like, the actual TikTok thing is just me, right? But like we put out videos of us talking. Like it's literally me speaking.
On Be Real.
No. Like our podcast. Like
on
TikTok. Like I'll post a video of me actually saying something that gets like 1,000 views.
Right.
But just my face on somebody else's feed just managed to pick up 700,000.
What was the song? Maybe it was a song thing.
Nah, dude. After a certain point, like you can probably get so much exposure from a song, but your TikTok has to be good.
Well, first of all,
she made a good TikTok.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's a fucking good TikTok.
Yeah, definitely. And I think you fell into relationship TikTok. Now this was only like your first or second date with this.
Yeah,
girl,
it's
right?
literally says launch on Be Real, except it's only your first and second date. It's like a joke. It was like a funny TikTok.
Well, by launch on Be Real, does that mean like launch what? Is that what their posts are called?
Like
Launches
like you're dating a girl and you're like, don't post me on that. Chill.
Oh, okay.
Like if you post somebody, it's like showing the world
that's
like
your real.
I'm not dating anybody else.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Be
I'm
Real.
not seeing anybody else. Just like on any social media. If you like post somebody on Instagram and be like, National Girlfriend's Day, here's me and this chick. Like, it's showing the world, like, oh, yeah, no, I'm taken. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand that completely.
So that's what they call a launch, because it's like announcing the whole fucking thing. I actually, my cousin and I, it was my dad's birthday yesterday. Shout out, Dad. Happy 55th. But we were having a little shindig, crabs for the fam. And, me and my cousin were trying to explain like what launching and shit is to like all the older people, because like the average age there was like 60.
Right.
My grandmom's 77, her neighbor's like 78. My parents are in their mid-50s, my aunt's in their mid-50s. So then we start talking about Instagram. My dad's like, I don't understand. Like when I was your age, I was just always out. I was like, Instagram isn't keeping anybody inside.
Yeah.
It's not like you're not like sitting in on Instagram. Like that's how you're spending Friday night. I'm not coming out tonight. I'm gonna be on Instagram. I'll see you guys later. Like, it's not how it is. Like, Instagram was a way to show off, like, cool pictures that you took, like, life highlights, whatever. It's just it's just a way to, like, show things, see what other people are doing, because the world has become way more connected. In 1970, you just didn't know what everybody in your neighborhood was doing at all times. Now, the way we live is we just do. You just know everything. You know everything that everyone's doing.
Right, but we talked about before that you really do have the power to control that.
Sure.
If you wanted to. You don't have to post everything
But the world is
you could just post
connected.
the randomest shit.
Right.
And delete it in 3 seconds and put it back up the next day.
Well, me and you were notorious for Instagram games. That's just par for the course.
Yeah, that's just the way it really should work. But
and the thing is that people notice what you do. I put up a post last night. It got 50 people just went to my profile. Like, people are invested.
Yeah.
People are looking. People are like, oh, what's going? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
it's all a game. So like when they go on my profile, like, oh, I've seen these pictures before, or there was stuff on there that I've seen before that he's definitely not on there now. What's that? Like, you know what I mean? People just do that. Like,
Right.
and I was trying to explain to them too. Like, I follow 500 people. Out of those 500 people, 470
So
of them I know.
basically what you did last night was launching, but on Instagram.
Yeah, on Instagram, right?
And
so like I posted a picture of me and Tori, and then it goes, like that's basically like me saying like, oh, I'm taking like off the market, but without saying that. Like, really, it was just a dope picture. They sent it, like they took pictures this weekend. We were in Long Beach Island. I got it sent to me from her. I was like, that's a cool picture. I haven't posted anything like since I think my last post was the.
Yeah.
Nah, it wasn't the Woody post. There was something else
Maybe
after
it
that.
was. Dude, but I was saying that's crazy because you're posting that girl, and you even just said her name on the podcast, and I have said my girl's name on the podcast before.
Well, like
and
now
I have even
because you could just go to my Instagram and just go on the post
yeah,
and
you
just
can, and
that's
you can
why
find
it
it.
doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
and I think I have posted her before without tagging her, because see, I'm more of the school of like, I don't want you to know who I'm fucking with. I don't. I
get
just
it.
Don't. And it's not about the person that I am fucking with. It's about just I don't want, and because like you said, I always think the worst of people doing what you just said. When you put up something and then 50 people view your thing, which is a weird mindset to have when we're trying to do what we do, and like even with putting out music and shit, like that I automatically assume when people visit your shit, it's for like a negative reason, like to hate.
No, I think it
Maybe
is...
I just had that in my mind and I'm wrong for
No,
that.
no, you don't, because everybody does. Everybody thinks that because all you ever hear is people talking shit, right? Like, there's friends of mine that didn't like the post. Shit's on purpose, you know what I mean? And you just know it. So 50 people, like, because we have the business pages, so we can see the fucking shit for the podcast,
Right.
whatever, the engagement. And like, it'll literally tell you how many people viewed your story, how many people sent it to people, how many people fucking, whatever.
Right.
Your profile, how many accounts it reached.
And that's the thing, like they say that people sending your stuff to each other makes it get engaged more. So you would think that us as creators want that. But when I see it, it automatically makes me think of like a negative connotation.
Right. And what I'm going to say to that is that it's not always negative.
It's not
now,
always.
It's always
it might
out
be
of,
majority,
it's
but
always
it's
out of
definitely not always.
It's always out of curiosity. And then once they get there, just because I think the way people are, where I think a lot of like society today is very much tear you down to make me feel better.
Right.
And I'm not even just saying that just because I made a post and like people view me, whatever. I'm just saying I really do believe that people want to hate to begin with. Like we talked about it with Woody, the Drake album. You said it, the one he just like, as soon as it came out, everyone was like, this is ass. I hate it. I hate it because everyone was saying they hate it. It's just fun to hate. It's easy to hate. But then if you really sat there and formed your own opinion on it, you were like, nah, it's actually like Sticky's a good song.
Yeah.
Like, what was the other one with 20? Like, it had good songs on it. So it's the same thing. Like, they might go to my page and be like, they might see the Paulie Miller post and be like, oh my God, he's still milking that just because they say it. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
yeah.
they could literally have any thought. Like, of course he has that one up. Yeah. Like, it could literally be anything just for them to find something. Just to talk shit. I really do find it hard to believe that people are going on there and being like, oh my God, he's so cool. He's killing life. Look at this guy. You know what I
It's
mean?
like it's
Some people probably are, but like you're saying, majority are definitely just being all negative.
bro. I think about that when I think about people who go to comedy shows to heckle. Like you actually paid money to get in the door, and now you're just,
I think people get
and
drunk.
you're not trying. Nah, bro. But I feel like some people go with that intention in mind, which is retarded.
You think
which
so?
is in the same vein as what we're talking about.
I mean, maybe. I mean, I'm sure some people do. I'm sure some people are like, I'm gonna fucking heckle this guy. Which sucks, by the way. I hate people heckle shows because it just stops the show. Like, usually the comedian comes back with something that's funnier, that makes everyone laugh, but, like, just don't bother the show. Don't be that person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, think about, like, with us at the podcast. I think I'm, like, kind of used to it now because, especially with the Pauly one, it really showed because we heard actual things and saw posts that were, like, completely independent of our feed. Like, people were just posting about us on their own feed. So, like, we really knew what people were saying about it. But, like, think about all the shit talk that came our way that 2-week span where our names were just fucking thrown across the whole Philadelphia.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People were like, oh, those two fucking guys are assholes. Those two guys are fucking idiots. Those dudes, fuck that podcast. Get the fucking. What the fuck are you doing, jerk off? You know what I mean? It's like, why are you so angry? What are you so mad about?
Yeah.
Just fucking enjoy life.
Yeah.
I don't get it, dude. I don't know. I don't understand. It's fun to see, though. Sometimes you gotta shock the world sometimes, Ed. You gotta just fucking, you gotta change shit up.
Oh my god, you just went on a whole monologue about it. Fucking the dude deals at fucking live casino now. I haven't thought about that shit in fucking months.
But you know, like, people definitely go on our profile and think that we do. You know what I mean? People probably go on the No Podcast page and be like, yeah. Fucking, yeah.
That's all they say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys were hyped to have Paulie Moore on. Fuck out of here.
Bro, we had fucking Sabu. Fuck that.
That's what I'm saying. We had Sabu too early.
Too early. If we had Sabu now, we'll get him. He's coming back around.
Yeah, we
Bro, but enough sucking our own dicks.
Monkeypox is a thing.
No, for real. That was a good segue. Enough sucking our own dicks. Let's get on to, this is how people are catching monkeypox, sucking dicks.
Yeah.
Of animals as well.
Sucking dicks of animals?
Dude, I seen one today, a case where, like,
Who's
the dog...
sucking animal dick?
Nah, not sucking animal dick, but the dog tested positive for monkeypox, but he got it from the owner, and then somebody who put it up just said, yo, he definitely let his dog lick peanut butter off his balls, and that's how it happened.
That reminded me of a story. I'm not going to say names about who told me. I don't really know the person. But somebody recently did tell me that they let their dog fuck them, a girl. And and I was like, now
wait a minute.
Now listen. Wait this a minute. Ain't this about a bitch? No.
Ain't no now, not a thing coming out your mouth before you start answering my question, motherfucker. Who the fuck told you that?
I'm not saying. I'm not saying that it's so like taboo.
If you don't shake on telling me after the podcast I'll turn the fucking
anything
cameras
off. Anything off camera, off air, for sure. But some things got to remain between me and Eddie. But yeah, so they let their dog fuck.
Having a limit is no limit.
How is it? I was like, because my first question was like, dude, I'm already calling bullshit because I just don't believe the practicality of a dog dick, like, working in that way, and like them knowing what to do. Like, they call. Like, how does it even happen? First of all,
dude, they had to, like, get in position.
They had to train the dog.
Keep going. Proceed.
And then I'm like, how do you, like? I guess the dog likes it, right? If they're doing it, they're getting excited. But yeah,
I guess so.
Like, there's really people out here fucking animals, bro. That is really happening on Earth.
See, I don't have the mental capacity to be able to not envision it happening while you're talking about it.
Oh, yeah. What's the girl look like that you're envisioning? It's not good.
No,
it's not good because I don't know what she looks like. I'm just going off the story. The girl that I envision in my head getting fucked by this dog, it's not a good look.
All right.
But it's real. People are out here fucking animals.
So, like, that was all that was said, or she told you how it got done?
No, they didn't go into detail.
But you said So the person who it happened to told you directly, or you
No.
just
I heard like, they know the person who fucked the dog. Like this person that told me knows the person who fucked the dog and knows they did it because that person told them.
Okay, that's fucking, bro. That's like the nastiest thing I ever heard.
Yeah.
But that dog could have easily got monkeypox.
Yeah. So I saw on the news they were like, I don't want to create stigma about homosexuals, but people who get monkeypox, they're it's usually homosexuals. I was like, well, yeah, then that kind of creates a stigma right there. So like the monkeypox is spreading in the gay community, and I mean it's not like it's like AIDS, right? Where like AIDS is pretty much primarily spread through the gay community, but like it didn't
But it
mean
could go to someone else.
yeah, because people just fuck people, right? But so monkeypox is transmitted through sex, so like saliva. But then they said you can get it on like fabrics too. Like if it's on a fabric, but it's not like COVID where it's respiratory.
Oh, so earlier my segue was going to be if someone pissed your bed and you slept in it, would you get monkeypox? To answer now, yes.
Yeah, I think you would. It's not like COVID where it's respiratory. Like we're sitting here doing a podcast and me like talking like like coughing, like that's gonna get you sick. But monkeypox is like a sexually spread. Is it like herpes?
I guess sort of,
Like,
because
like,
but
if
it's
you-
like of the skin.
Right, but like you're getting it through kissing or fucking, so like it's kind of gotta be like it's not a infection like COVID. It's more like a STD. But you can also get it from like like clothes.
I thought you could get it from pure touch too. Like if someone's got monkeypox on their hand, you shake their hand, you can get it. I thought it was like that.
I don't know about that, but maybe. I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
Yeah, I don't know either. Dude, I used to skeeve anybody with any type of skin condition when I was a young kid. Like you're supposed to treat everybody the same and all, but when people would have like lesions on their skin, I was never
Who the
about
fuck
that.
were you seeing with legions?
You know who I'm talking about, bro, when we were young balls. That one kid. That one kid. Bro, you have to know. I don't even remember his name. But that one kid. Don't say it if
I'm
you
not
do
gonna
remember
say,
it.
I'm not gonna say.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But anybody like that, bro, I just never, when you got stuff going on with your skin, like, I don't really want to touch it.
Dude, my skin's
matter
kind of getting
what.
like fucked up nowadays. I get like psoriasis and stuff now all of a sudden. It's weird. Like that's like normal, I think.
I feel like I'm like
Kinda.
skeeved out right now, bro. I'm
Nope.
sitting here pinching my legs and shit, still thinking about the fucking dog story, thinking about monkeypox, thinking about lesions on people's skin.
But anyway, monkeypox, dude. Like you get like craters. Like if you go on like TikTok and just type in monkeypox, that's like the best one to go to because that's like people like on the front lines of monkeypox. Like I have it, you don't want this. Look at this shit. You know what I mean? Like that's the best way to get the news. How did TikTok become the quickest and best way
to get the
to get
news.
certain shit? Like if I typed in Google, if I went into Google and said monkeypox pictures, I'd get pictures of fucking dumb shit.
How about it's Chinese spyware?
Yeah, they're
what I heard.
they're trying to make our attention span smaller.
Not even that.
It's mind control.
They did a segment on the Rogan podcast. They read the terms and conditions of TikTok, and it's like the most invasive, intrusive software ever, as far as the information that it can take from your phone that you agree to. But we'll get into that when we're done the monkeypox talk.
That's amazing. So yeah, monkeypox. Like, is it something that you're actually worried about, or do you think it's like?
Right now, I'm absolutely not worried about it, but I will be so sick. Ironic to say it that way. I will be so sick if it turns out to be something I need to worry about.
Yeah, they gotta get like a monkeypox vaccine.
I won't.
I make the argument that like if it becomes really prevalent, I think that the monkeypox vaccine is even more necessary. I don't want that shit. COVID's one thing. COVID, you get sick, you get over it. Monkeypox is gonna leave you with like scars and shit. Like those,
Maybe.
like, dude, I'm seeing holes in people's faces. Like that ain't gonna just clear up.
How else do people get holes in their faces? Don't you get that from like smoking meth?
Getting shot. I don't know. Yeah, like meth and shit. They just start ripping their faces apart and picking at shit, and then they just fucking
Yeah.
for sure.
You can doing coke. You can remove the bridge of your nose.
Yeah, Artie Lang did that.
Yeah, bro, that guy's nose, dog.
His
I'll pop
nose
him
is
up.
crazy. You got to get the side view of it. He looks. And Artie Lang.
John got hit by a steamroller.
If you don't know Artie Lang, please go through like the Howard Stern show years with Artie Lang on it. Artie Lang was like Howard Stern's like right hand on the show, like his comedic guy for like 8 years. And it's just some of the best like radio you can find. It's hilarious. He's funny as hell. So it's a shame to see him happen because he even talks about it on Howard Stern, like all the like he's like actively going through like withdrawals and relapses and stuff like that, where he's like high on the show and like sleeping. People are like calling him out on it because they just say shit on that show. They're like, Artie was sleeping on the fucking show. Why do you think that was? You know what I mean? He's definitely not sober. And he's like, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like it was really happening, but
and he's not sober.
No, like, on the show he's
probably
definitely not. But yeah, his nose is fucked, dude. It's just flattened. It looks like he should be in a
Wait,
horror
but
movie.
if it's like that and he's back on coke, how does he even snort it?
Oh, now he's clean.
Is it? Oh, now
Yeah,
he's
when he
clean?
was on Howard Stern, this was like 2009, like 1999. Like this was a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
Now he's clean.
All right, I get.
But he lost his nose like
I get
5 years ago.
I get the timeline now, dude. But what I wanted to say, as far as going back to the monkeypox topic,
Yes.
you had one more little caveat to that. You wanted to say how it applies to dating apps. To bring it all together, that's how you met the girl that put you on Be Real. You met her
Yes.
on a dating app. You're asking the question, are people going to be worried going on dating apps that they might encounter monkeypox?
Dude, even going to the bar. And like just talking to somebody.
If it's by touch.
And you hook up, you know what I mean? Like, say you go home with a chick that night. Like, who's to say, like, she didn't go home with a chick or another dude the night before or, like, the weekend before that, like, she contacted monkeypox and you're like, you know what I mean?
Right.
And you just get roped into something. Or, like, say you're on Tinder and you, like, meet up with this chick and she just happened to have monkeypox. Like, you're fucked. Like, is it gonna, do you think, like, I think it's definitely like, I already have, like, one of our friends is telling like someone I know, like, bro, you should really stop like going on so many dates and like seeing people because like monkeypox is a thing. Like some people are worried about it, like in that way already. That's kind of what made me think about it. Is like, should we be more worried about it in that sense?
Oh, what's this stuff on my finger?
We shook hands. I'd probably kill you. Like right now, if you were like, yeah, I got monkeypox on my hand. I'd probably grab that base
And just bash it over your head.
on the podcast and then release it.
Blow up.
Yeah, that'd be fire.
Finally beat the Polly video.
10,000 on one view. But yeah, I don't know. Monkeypox is like a weird thing because it's like, I think it has to be an STD. That has to be considered an STD. Like if you get it, if you go to Target and you touch the same pack of Starburst that someone with monkeypox touched, and that's how you get it, no one's gonna believe you. No one's gonna believe like that you didn't get it from sex.
Yeah, that's true.
Like like I said, like the people saying like I don't
But I
want to be
feel
a
like
stigma
that's why
against
it can't
homosexuals. Like
be.
the stigma's already out there.
That's why it can't be an STD because there's ways to get it without.
But no
Until
one's
they figure out
thinking
that the only way to get it.
The public isn't thinking that. If you were out in the public with monkeypox, they're not gonna be like, "Oh my God, he must have touched the wrong Starburst pack at Target." That's tragic. They're gonna be like, "Oh my God, that dirty fucking ape, fucking everything he sees." You know what I mean?
That 38.
That's what they're gonna think, dude. Has to be. I said the stigma's out there. It's already a taboo thing. You don't want it.
So you're saying monkeypox is why you decided to get off the streets?
Yeah, I was like, the streets ain't clean.
The streets are unclean.
Streets is unclean. Nah.
Omar coming.
Coming through with the shoddy.
Gotta get off the streets like fucking Omar's coming.
R.I.P. R.I.P. Omar.
You know Dr. Umar? You ever see him?
No.
He's like a trying to think. He's like a new age like Malcolm X type dude.
No.
No?
Sounds cool.
Never seen him? Yeah. He wears like the African robe and stuff.
Sick.
Cool dude.
I'll take your word for it.
The doc.
The doc. Doc Umar.
So, one more segment of sucking our own dicks, I guess.
Did we suck
Why?
our dicks a lot in this episode?
Maybe a little bit.
You think so? I didn't think so.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But here's why every podcast has become the No Limit Podcast. For real though, the other day I'm listening.
Wait, real quick, did that podcast that Barstool stole off of us, did that ever go anywhere?
Probably not. What, the ABC, John?
Yeah, remember like they had the purple background and all.
And it was 3 topics, yeah.
And it was literally 8 months after we launched No Limit.
I don't think they ever did anything with that. At least I haven't been listening to it. But who's been listening to this?
Not a few people.
Besides Kurt.
Oh, you gave out of the government, dude.
Who?
Kurt Angle.
He's fake. So why every podcast is No Limit Podcast? When we started this podcast, what did we want it to be? Basically, my vision of it was just that we were taking like the segments of every podcast that had come before that were just absolutely nonsensical, but just entertainment, taking all of those, all that fit into that category, and just making entire episodes out of that. Like, for instance, topics like that come to mind. Evolution of weaponry.
Yes.
Things like that. If one animal were to randomly become civilized like humans out of nowhere, who would it be? Like, that's the essence of No Limit Topics, right? And before we really have been going on for like 2 years, let's say 2 years ago, the podcast realm, I feel like podcasts were more like straight up interviews, straight up informational. And sometimes, every now and then, like when Eddie Bravo would be on Rogan or something, you would get those crazy, outlandish, like deep but kind of nonsensical talks. And now that podcasts have been around for so long, I find myself more and more going back to these same podcasts that I listened to for inspiration 3 years ago, 4 years ago, and just finding that they have run out of things to talk about that are just like straight up informational, straight up interviews with other people. And now it has just become what we've been doing for 80 something episodes. Just 2 guys, 3 guys, maybe a guest, whatever, talking about the most nonsensical,
anything that comes your
deep things.
Right.
That they can find.
The whole point of a podcast to me is to be entertaining. Like, if I listen to Mark Maron's podcast, his whole podcast is having guests. If he has Flea on the podcast, I'm going to listen because I'll be entertained by Mark Maron talking to Flea. But if he has, Joe Blow Schmo on, I'm not listening. Bill Burr, his podcast is only him. And when he has
fire.
And when he has a guest on, I don't listen. I don't get entertained by that. I'm entertained by him just going on rants, being all angry.
Yeah, his Monday morning pod is good.
You know what I mean? So, like, the point of the No Limit Podcast to me is to just be entertaining, to talk about entertaining things, to make you laugh, whatever it is, right? And that's by talking about dumb, crazy things that come to our minds.
Right.
Any concept at all that comes to our minds, like pissing the bed when you're 2 and it feels amazing. Like, it's hilarious. Like, it should just be talked about. It should be blasted through the streets.
Definitely should.
The world just needs more entertainment.
Oh my God, your phone's over there. I wanted you to read that one topic you had out loud.
What, the couch commercial I saw?
Yeah.
Dude, oh my God. So I saw this commercial for this couch, right? And it made me so mad. Like, you can, like, fold it a million different ways, right? So, like, this is how they're first advertising the couch. Is like, you can make it a sectional this way, a sectional this way, a sectional that way. It can be a U, it can be an L, it can be whatever you want it to be in your wildest dreams. So it's like, oh, that's kind of, like, cool, but it's probably, like, cheap. Like, not, like, cheap, but, like, like when you buy, like, a well-made piece of furniture. It's, like, quality. This looks like IKEA shit that you're putting together, right? So that was my first thought. I was like, oh, that's kind of a cool concept, but, like, it's definitely not a comfy couch. It probably sucks. And then the lady was, like, watching TV and her phone died, and she put the phone on the armrest and it started charging. And I'm like, why do we have to always have radiation? We have a fetish.
For convenience.
That's what I said. We literally have a fetish for convenience by putting radiation in our bodies. The couch needs to be a fucking phone charger now. And I'm sitting next to this radiating phone charger with my radiating phone fucking charging from it. And it's lined with Harman Kardon speakers for surround sound. So it's the Bluetooth in the couch with the speakers is connected to your TV. That's got Bluetooth connectivity. That's fucking creating energy to your couch, and your phone's charging. And you're just sitting there fucking like Electro,
Huffing
bro.
it
Did
in.
you ever see Spider-Man with Jamie Foxx? And he's just fucking, he can't get enough of the energy.
Yeah.
Like, we just love the thrill of just my Bluetooth TV and my Bluetooth couch with my speakers and my phone's charging with the fucking battery. And there's a fucking Alexa in this room and Alexa in that room and the Xbox is fucking on. It's like, oh my God, dude. Like, we're all gonna die. We're all gonna fucking die from this. We have to stop. If I go to my fucking friend's house, he's like, dude, your phone's dead, put it on the armrest, charge it. I'll fucking leave.
Put it on you.
I will leave, dude. I'll leave. It's too much. I was thinking about this the other day. I walk into the food court at the King of Prussia Mall, right? There's 5,000 people. I'm standing around 5,000 cell phones, AirPods.
Right.
You know what I mean? Dude, it's fucked. It's so fucked.
But I don't think the cell phone's off the charger. I do agree with what you're saying with the charger and all that, but I feel like you could stand around as many cell
There's
phones.
definitely something with the phone charger and like being in your couch cushion.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
There's no way.
Not
There's
good.
no-
It's like putting a laptop directly on your balls. Don't do that if you have been.
Yeah, I remember I used to do that in high school.
Not good.
Yeah. But people do it all the time. You don't think phones do that? I think phones are bad for it.
I think when your phone is in the charger, it is bad for that. But I don't think when it's off the charger, it's so bad. When you call and hold it up to your ear, they say that's bad. But I don't think when it's sitting in your pocket that it's really...
Like people on FaceTime for 14 hours.
Like at the end of the day, like this right here, like
Is my
until
swag.
I turn it on or like press any buttons, like what really is it? It's like glass wrapped in plastic. Like, and then
It's connected.
it just sits in
It's
my pocket.
always connected.
But when it's not on being used, it's just like it's just almost like
idle.
a rock.
It's idle. It's not off. Your phone's idle in your pocket. It's on a lock screen, but it's not off. Your phone's on.
Yeah.
The only way your phone's off is if you power it down and shut it off. Then your phone's a brick.
It's not off still, but I feel like it's not doing anything but just sitting there.
It's
So it's
connected.
just like a rock.
It's connected. There's connectivity coming from your pocket to the fucking towers. And it's attached right to your leg.
But do you think it's on at all times or like only when
Yes.
you need it? Like when you call somebody up, it goes
On
ping,
it's
connects.
always connected for your convenience. So you can go right on your phone and call somebody. You don't gotta wait. You don't gotta load anything.
Well, that's what you're trying to say in general. You're trying to say we're all connected for convenience
yeah.
into everything we own.
Into everything we own. Everything is convenient. Like I said, your Alexa. You go, hey Alexa, Xbox on, and make me a smoothie. You know, like everything is just for convenience. That's what's coming
Xbox
next.
on.
I saw this article. This guy was making house pods in the water. So it's a structure that comes out of the water on like a big spoke that has a pod on top of it. That's now a home, right? And this is like homes of the future in Panama, right? So you're literally living on the water in a pod, and the architect was saying like, the residents are gonna wear house rings, and which are connected to the house that can move the doors. It's like, what the fuck? Like we're like cyborgs. Like at this point, we're literally turning into cyborgs.
Yep.
You're gonna go into your wrist and like open every door, and you're gonna be wearing a mask. You're not gonna touch anything. You're just gonna like use your wrist to open shit. Like the
And
Force.
our balls are getting closer to our buttholes too.
Really?
That's legit.
Like as we
Facts.
age or like as we evolve?
As we evolve, they said people's taints are getting smaller. And that's a sign of evolution moving toward like removal of gender, they said.
Oh, we're definitely moving towards a removal of gender. Just based on the psyche of humanity these days, we're pushing that as like a society, that you don't need a gender. You don't need to feel like a gender.
Well, they say that aliens, when people talk about aliens, they say that aliens are like no gender. Like,
Well,
down
think
there,
about it.
they're
Think
just
about
blank.
think about an alien, right? Think about the Greys. You know the Greys? There's the stereotypical gray alien, no dick, no vagina, small chest, big head. That's the way, I think that will eventually evolve. Like, as it say Earth doesn't have some catastrophic event that wipes humanity out in some time. I think in millions of years' time, eventually we won't go outside as much. We won't be surfing. You know what I mean? We're not gonna be outside surfing and playing on the beach. We're gonna be inside on shit. So we're gonna go gray. We're gonna get small. Our brains are gonna expand, but our dick's gonna go away. 'Cause who needs sex anymore? You just need you need information. You know what I mean?
Who needs sex? You need
that's
information.
when you start like just flying the planets and just like seeing the soil, because you just need information at that point. You become so obsessed. Like mundane things like buying a burger at the diner doesn't mean anything to you. You just drink yellow goo and just go about your life. That's what aliens do.
If you really think about it, protein bars and things like that, that's already, we're heading towards just eating yellow goo. Just eating like a brick that gives us our nutrients.
Yeah.
Like that movie Snowpiercer, if you ever seen it.
Oh, yeah, where they're eating the cockroach
Eat
bricks.
the cockroach thing.
I think we talked about that on the podcast before.
Maybe.
All comes back to Snowpiercer. But what if that was what if that was true? Say like ancient Egyptians didn't fucking leave. They just turned into aliens and just fucking left Earth. What if all these past civilizations just evolved to a point where they were like, we're just fucking leaving, and that's like everything came from Earth. It's like Earth was the fucking hub. That's why we never see anything, because everyone left, so they're all gone.
Possible.
Do you know what I mean?
Quite possible.
Like they just fucking pieced. That's why when we look at our telescopes, we don't see nothing. When we looked at that beautiful big James Webb, we don't see no people out there. We just see lights.
Yeah, if they develop telescopes so good, and they say it's impossible that there's not other life out there, when are we going to get to a telescope that you can literally see so deep onto a planet that you can see the fucking people?
Never.
You think never?
Never.
Bro, look at the Hubble to James Webb. That was some advancement there.
So I got beef. Somebody told me after we talked about the James Webb telescope and we posted that shit. Somebody was like, "Wait, so you didn't see the fact that the Hubble telescope is technically a time machine?" And I was like, "No way." I was like, maybe me and Eddie were wrong all along. It's a time machine. I was like, I have to look into this, and it's not a time machine. Maybe I'm stupid, but when he told me that, I'm thinking like, okay, they're traveling back in time to get photographs in space. They're not doing anything. They're taking pictures, and the light is like traveling. So it's technically you're seeing light from years. I don't give a fuck about that. We're just talking about lights.
Yeah. Then that would be the same thing as saying, oh, I could show you this picture from 1989. Did you know this picture is also a time machine?
It's coming your way, so now it's here in 2022. Like, no, it's just a fucking light again. Stop showing me lights. I want to see them. I want to see an alien race.
Yeah,
I'm ready to see it. I'm so ready. Show me.
Somebody said, and we can end the episode on this as a very, very no limit little tidbit. They explained what Einstein said about time travel real simply, and I got it down, and it sort of makes sense.
You wrote down time travel?
And it sort of makes sense. I want to know what you think about it. He said all you'd have to do is find a vehicle that moves at the speed of light, which is a certain amount. I can look it up. What's the speed of light? You'd have to find something that moves at the speed of light to travel. What? 186,282 miles per second is the speed of light.
Okay.
You'd have to travel that, but it's certain amount of light years or whatever. And you would go to a certain distance and come back. And he said that because you were on a vehicle that was traveling at that speed, when you came back, it would be so much further in time than you had experienced. You would have only experienced 2 hours or something. But when you came back, and this is where it gets I do not believe this would happen when you came back. When you came back, the world would be 100 years advanced. I don't believe that, because I think the way you look at it is, let's say it does take 2 years' time. You're just moving that fast and surviving moving that fast. I think the rest of the time is moving just that fast too. So you're going to come back and the world's only going to be advanced 2 years.
So you telling Einstein that he's wrong?
I'm telling Einstein he's wrong.
That's no way to end this podcast.
It is.
I don't know. I just don't understand why we can't make a device that sends us back to 1910 and then brings us back when we please.
And another thing, in his example, you could only go to the future.
No.
Because when you came back, it would be 100 years in the future.
No, it's definitely impossible to time travel.
Yeah, I think that is one thing that is just completely made up so that people will speculate on it forever.
Yeah,
I don't think it's
Bigfoot.
possible at all.
It's just the same thing as Bigfoot. It's completely made up by humans for entertainment purposes. You know? Like the first person to ever make up Bigfoot was just trying to spook somebody or something just for his own entertainment.
Guess that solves it.
That's it. That's a bookend on time travel. To wrap up the No Limit Podcast, episode 86.
No, 5.
Is it 85?
Yeah.
No.
Dude, you said you don't... It's 85. You said you don't want to end season 3. I was even going to suggest doing season 4 and doing 15 episodes to 100. But nah, I guess not. Season 3 forever.
Is it 85?
85.
What's your infatuation with season 4? Just tell me. What's so good about season 4? What does season 4 got that season 3 don't have?
Oh, it's got some shit. If it's good enough to end season 3, which was supposed to be endless, season 4 got some shit.
The never ending season.
For real this time.
Nah. That's if we ever launch season 4, we gotta have an end date for it immediately. Like if season 3 is the forever season 4 starts at episode like 86 and ends at 100. That's only season 4.
No, how funny would it be? Season 3, all right, let's say season 4 started at 100. Season 5 starts at 102. 2 episodes in season 4.
Season 5, the endless season. Goes from 100 to 200.
Yo, seasons are so funny, and I feel like I just took advantage of it when we started the podcast. Because you could just say it's season whatever. You could just say anything.
Dude, we could put this episode out and be like, it's episode 194. And then the next one's 195. And like next thing you know, people start seeing, oh, they got 195 episodes? Check this out. How do they got 195?
It's all fake.
Nothing is real.
Facts. Slave to nothing. Episode 85, No Limit Podcast. Peace.
Love yous. Love yous. Love yous.